I'm Landon Kirby. I'm in the Algos with Abby and Evelyn. I was chosen to describe the clip we used. The clip is from Hidden Figures, which is a movie about the moon landing and what it took to get them there and the discrimination that happened. And the clip we used is Paul Stafford is discriminating against Katherine Johnson because of her race and gender and doesn't want to let her into the morning briefing. Al Harrison, who is the head of the program, steps in and takes control of the situation and finally lets her in. Who is involved in this is Paul Stafford, who is a pretty big person in the project. Katherine Johnson and Al Harrison, and then where it takes place is NASA.
So our theory for this project, that we're applying to Hidden Figures, is the cultural scripts theory, and that is basically detailing cultural norms, in specific cultures, hierarchy, gender roles, religion, everything's different, and it just depends from culture to culture. The culture of NASA is both you have the job level and then you have the social and cultural level. And you have Katherine Johnson is a subordinate in the job, and then she's also a Black woman. And so you have her needing to be in the control room to be able to do her job correctly. And Paul Stafford claims that she cannot be in the control room because she doesn't have a high enough security clearance, which is the job aspect of the hierarchy. And then he also says that she can't go in there because she's a woman, which is the social aspect of the hierarchy. And then you have Al Harrison, who is at an even higher level than Paul Stafford, who comes in and overrides him and says that yes, she can be in there because he is at a higher level cultural in the hierarchy than Paul Stafford is.
Hi, I'm Evelyn. Here today for the interpersonal communications final, part 1. I worked with Addie and Landon. We both chose Hidden Figures for the movie that we're going to reference, and we attached the clip. I did number 3, which is identity and language effects. So for who gets listened to or interrupted, both parties in the scene get listened to by Al Harrison, who is the boss, and he's trying to understand the confrontation between Paul and Katherine, but Paul keeps interrupting Katherine because he does not agree that she should participate in the meeting because she is a Black woman. Now, he does not actually state that, but during this time frame of when this took place, they still had, segregated bathrooms and stuff, so women being a part of NASA was already looked down upon more so with Black women. Who is believed or questioned? Katherine is believed because she expresses that she needs to be in the meeting to get the numbers that she needs to complete the math for an important landing, and the numbers keep changing in real time, and Al agrees that she needs to be in the meeting. Who is included, excluded, or given power in this clip? The power is ultimately given to Katherine because Al agrees that she needs to be in the meeting so that way she can do her math properly.
All right, and then the last clip, one insight that I have gained with my communication is that I like to judge people on their age. I will stop doing that because that affects how people will talk to me and how I talk to people and how people perceive me. Yeah.
One insight that I gained from this is that you should not prejudice people just because of their gender or their race or the color of their skin. Everyone is smart. Everyone has their own intelligence, and trying to hold someone back from expressing that intelligence can do some very big harm. And you should let people be able to express themselves as they should, no matter what.